Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Hello and welcome to the Good Life Radio Show, bringing people together, building people up, and creating better business. The Good Life Radio Show is sponsored by Pest Control Center at 916-344-4400. Now, the Good Life Radio Show with Jon Robert Quinn and Ben Gadinas.
Stop texting your insurance agent while you're driving, Ryan Mason. Because you will be late because you'll probably get a ticket or an accident. Welcome to the Good Life Radio Show. I'm your Insurance 101 guy, Ben Gadinas.
I am Jon Robert Quinn.
The man, the myth, the legend.
You got it, baby.
And yes, we are here with our wealth, health, and fitness guru, Ryan Mason again. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks, man. Glad to be here. Glad to be here, Bear. Glad to be back.
Glad to be
AKA Squidward.
Squidward.
Let me try that again. Glad to be back.
Squidward.
Squidward.
Well, we've got a great show lined up. We've got, obviously, Ryan Mason here. He's going to be talking to us about wealth, health, and fitness. And we've got some other exciting stuff. We're also going to be having some fun talking about our last, 12 weeks to date of our show, the Good Life Radio Show.
Today is the last episode of Season 1.
That's right. This is
Isn't
the
that
season
awesome?
finale.
Congratulations.
Season finale. Look at that. Check it out.
And
David kicked us off the year.
That's right. And we're actually going, as a matter of fact, we haven't been kicked off. We're going 5 nights a week.
5 nights a week.
5 nights a week,
Wow.
baby. Thank you, Trump.
No,
Thanks
serious.
to Trump.
We're going 5 nights a week.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so the show, we're taking SAC nightlife, essentially. I mean, we're going to be talking about nightclubs and all the things that are going on in Sacramento, but we're going to be doing that right here at 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. Huge.
So if you want to go out, place something to do, 10 o'clock at night, this is going to be the place to tune in, huh?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Restaurant Rendezvous. We got our first 4 restaurants lined up.
Good
We've got our
restaurants.
top notch. We've got our first the first Restaurant Rendezvous taping or filming is actually scheduled, and the 3rd week of October you can start getting the Restaurant Rendezvous segments. We're going to be doing nightclub nights, which is going to be essentially the same thing as Restaurant Rendezvous, except it's going to be with nightclubs.
Okay.
And then I was even thinking about doing something on Wednesdays, like Watch Wednesdays, where we're going to talk about one of our segments. We're going to talk about high end watches and maybe have some jewelers and maybe go out and do some field work where we go to different jewelry stores and talk about Breitling and Rolex and what's going to Audemars and all these different companies. What do how do they compare with Citizens and Bulova and things like that?
Killer.
So, I mean, awesome stuff. Season 2 is going to be phenomenal. Completely different ball game than Season 1, but yet the same show. It's amazing.
I'm tuning in, man. Tuning in.
Oh, you better.
We're gonna get Ryan Mason back like once a month, once a quarter, or something like that.
Something like that.
Hey, man, I feel so honored. Privileged.
He is gonna be here on a regular basis. So, we've got good stuff to talk about. Let's dive into it. Quinn, where are we going to start?
Ryan Mason, let's get into better health and wealth. You had some really important stuff you wanted to go over today. Where are we, man?
Man, I think it's funny, doing what I do as a financial advisor and your show, The Good Life. I just think that there's correlations that we can draw here, things that are similar between health, what we can do to be healthy, what we can do to be fit. Everyone wants to be healthier, right? With that said, everyone wants to fill up their pocketbook a little bit more, wants a little more money,
Fill up their bellies.
wants to be richer in
Well, it's
other
kind of
ways.
it kind of goes to the whole the Chinese money tree, right? I mean, when you take care of the tree and you water the tree, it produces fruitfulness everywhere, right? It's kind of the same philosophy.
You got to take care. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your finances. You got to take care of your health and your wealth. And if those are things that are important to you, this is going to be a great show to tune in for because we've got some tips that people can walk away with and some actionable items today.
Excellent.
What's number 1? Where are we at?
Number 1, I'm going to start with the boring and get more exciting here. But I think
Warm people up a little bit.
the number 1 thing I think that people can do, and this applies to both health and wealth, is track everything. And I think that that's something that's really lost on most people because it takes a little bit of effort, But if it's important to you, then you'll get it done. And one of the things that you should get done is to track everything. So if
You're not
it's
talking about being like OCD.
no, I don't think no. Although some people certainly can get to the point where they're OCD with it, and you can take it too far, like you can with anything. But there's a healthy amount of tracking that can be done that can lead you to make educated decisions, right? Help you take emotion out of the equation. I'll give you a couple of examples, right? So if it's your health and you're looking to get fit, you're looking to improve your fitness. Maybe you're looking to drop some fat. Maybe you're looking to put on some muscle mass.
I swear to God, man, I feel like I'm losing weight. Just like he's got so much energy coming.
man.
I'm just like shaking.
Listen, think about it.
feeling it.
I mean, what's more important to people than getting healthy, right? Than getting healthy. So what do I mean by that? Track what you eat, right? Whether you write it down in some kind of journal that's convenient for you, whether you're using,
apps or
the app, MyFitnessPal.
I don't eat. I just drink this stuff.
Right. Red Bull all day, the caffeine all day long. So no matter what you're doing, track what you eat, track what you're putting in your body, track how much water you're drinking. You won't know how you're feeling unless you know what variables affect you. Look at these guys picking up their water.
We're picking up our waters.
Yeah.
I put down my Red Bull and
Don't
picking
get
up the water.
dehydrated, boys. Don't get dehydrated, right? Drink your water. So
I need
track
to have
everything.
the energy that this guy has.
Yeah, right. Well, he's
Drink your
hopped
water,
up
man.
on the fiend, man.
Hey, we talked about that.
National Coffee Day, right?
National Coffee Day today.
On Tuesday.
Respect the holiday, people. Respect the holiday. So track what you're doing, right? I was going to bring it in here today, and I forgot it, but I have a little small journal, right?
Okay.
It costs $1 at Target. I get to the gym, I track everything that I do. So I know, hey, I need to do one more rep on this exercise, or go one more 10-second interval.
That sounds OCD.
Right?
Well,
you think
no.
it's OCD?
Yeah, it
Well,
totally
listen,
sounds
disagree.
let's break that down a little bit. So you're doing so I did 10 sets, or I did 3 sets of 10 on bench press.
Right.
Right. So then you're like, okay, I went back and I did that. So then where do you go from there?
So in that example, I might know that the last time I went, I did 10. So my goal for the next time would be to do 11, or to increase the weight slightly.
Exactly.
and hit my new goal. It gives me
okay.
a progression and a goal to continue to strive towards, instead of embracing mediocrity as a goal. We're always working to get better, and when we track what we do, we can constantly improve and tweak.
I kind of agree with what he's talking about. I mean, like yesterday I had 2 Red Bulls. Today I've had 3.
Increasing the dosage slightly just to amp up a little bit. No, it's not what he's talking about, Quinn. No, but you're not sitting there and in one hand you're doing a bench press and the other one you're tallying. Like you're talking about, in between your rest sets or whatever, your minute rest. So you're just putting a tally and you're just doing, I did 210 on bench, 3 sets of 8.
It's effortless. Yeah, I have it with me in my pocket. At the end of the exercise or the set, I can just quickly jot it down. Some people like to use their phones, and there are apps for that, and that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
Fitbit
old
or
school,
whatever.
just write it down in my journal and move on with my day. It's the easiest thing for me.
Okay.
But so
Now,
when it
how
comes
does that relate to developing wealth?
That's a great question. And it applies the same way. If you don't know what variables you're putting into your budget, or what variables you are adding to your long-term wealth plan, there's going to be no way that you can tweak that to make it efficient moving forward.
Wow.
Right? So track how much money you're spending on food, how much money you're spending on utilities, how much you're spending on insurance.
Yeah.
Right? If there's a way that you can tweak that to save money, because saving money is a goal, maybe you want to put more money towards retirement. Hey, is there a way that you can find inexpensive or less expensive insurance, or accomplish a goal more efficiently to help free up some cash to provide for another goal? Without tracking for these things, you cannot improve, and you'll be guessing. Guessing gets people absolutely nowhere when it comes to their health or their wealth.
Wow.
Boom. That's a slap you in the face reality check.
I'm just
going to
drop the mic and walk out.
Yeah, I was gonna
Serious,
say,
like,
on that note,
boom.
I
So-
need to reevaluate.
Welcome to the Good Life Radio Show with Ryan Mason and Ben Godinez.
So, folks, I'm not suggesting that we write down everything, every moment of every day. But what I am suggesting, that there's a general consciousness, a mindfulness, right, that we're aware of what we're putting into our body and what we're putting into our lives, so that we can strives to improve that situation moving forward.
And that's why it's
That
important
is
to have a
crazy.
financial advisor, that's somebody that's there that can give you advice and kind of literally be a coach for you. Like
And
a
that's-
good
and that's
coach
what
in
you do for a
baseball or
living,
something,
right?
Yeah, I'm a financial advisor. Right, that's why they call it. If you're at a gym, right, it's personal coaching. If it's financial advice, it's a personal financial services, a personal financial statement. It's personal. It's unique to you. And
How do people get in contact with you?
you can give us a call, 916-564-4881. You can get to our website, ryan.j.mason@ampf.com.
Actually, if you go to Opera and click on the Good Life tab there,
There you go.
he's right on there now on the
Click
Wealth
on
and
his
Health
page.
tab. Click on, he has a page there, Wealth and Health. Boom, takes you to all of his stuff.
Got me
and,
connected.
Click
beautiful.
on Squidward and you will find Ryan Mason.
He lives in a pineapple under the sea.
My kids wish.
We kid,
My
we
two
kid.
young kids. My two young kids wish that was the case.
I'm sure.
We're going to go to a commercial break. We're going to come back here and talk about 10 practices to become a self-made millionaire.
Stay with us on the Good Life Radio Show.
Building people up. It's the Good Life Radio Show, sponsored by Pest Control Center at 916-344-4400. Now, back to Jon Robert Quinn and Ben Godinez.
Hey, welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show. I'm your co-host, Ben Godinez,
And Jon Robert Quinn.
and we are here with the wealth, health, and fitness guru, Ryan Mason. Thank you again for those tips, man. That was good. Stay organized, and it helps you stay fit. It helps you stay accountable to your financial goals, and we're going to hear more about that a little bit later on in the show. But right now, we want to do a little reminiscing.
Just simple as this. We're going to thank everybody from season 1.
That's right.
I mean, this show is all about helping people and bringing people together. But this show, 100%, is sponsor and
Celebrity funded.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's completely funded by the public, by small business, by enterprise. If it wasn't for any of these people, we wouldn't have the show and we wouldn't be growing this thing like we're doing.
We build the shows around our guests. Like, we are on the air for our guests and to bring people together, build people up for better business. So we want to just take a few moments just to thank all of our guests. That's the reason why we're here. That's the reason why we're going 5 nights a week in season 2.
Exactly. I think first and foremost, our number one here is Pest Control Center.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Steve Scoville, president of Pest Control Center for 30 years.
They are our sponsor. They essentially pay for the show.
Yeah.
And of course we want to give back, and if anybody in the Sacramento region, of course everybody needs it, but you need a good pest control guy. Pest Control Center is the best in town, hands down.
We all use them.
Over the years I've worked with all of them, the knights in shining armor to all of them over the years, the ones with the big white trucks with the little guy on the back.
The scary Black Widow.
Yeah, exactly.
Freaks my
That
wife out
one.
every
The
time.
only business in town with a license to kill.
That's right.
Right.
That's
That's
their
right.
tagline.
That's it.
All right.
So, Pest Control Center again, Steve. Thank you, and let's go on to season 2 and continue to help you grow and help others grow as well. Of course, keep their homes pest free.
That's right. Number 2, Gates Transportation. We wouldn't get to the show if it wasn't Gates for Gates Transportation.
Seriously, all of our little fun jokes about Donald Trump being picked up from the airport and all these things. The bottom line is Gates Transportation helps people out every single day in and day out, all over Northern and Southern California, get to their dialysis appointments, their medical appointments, people who can't drive anymore, people who have medical conditions where they cannot be behind the wheel or they're paralyzed or whatever the case is. These people, these selfless people, are helping these people who are essentially helpless get to where they need to.
It's non-emergency medical transportation, but of all ages. I was talking to Virginia recently, and she's telling me that I think a quarter of their clients are in their 20s and 30s. Like, it's a free cab ride to your doctor's appointments. If you've got
And your medical insurance pays for it.
and your medical insurance pays for it. That's the beauty of this thing. So call it Gates Transportation to get you to your doctor's appointments, your dialysis, not for your leisurely massage, but if you've got a doctor's appointment, you can call Gates Transportation and they'll get you to where you need to go. Go to opera.com and click on their link.
GatesTransportation.com. Next one, J.C. Blakemore.
Thank you, JC, for making us laugh so hard in the studio that I still have cramps in my sides.
Seriously, that was hilarious. So we were doing the Trump bit.
Yeah.
And, if we're talking about how Donald Trump's next wife is going to be J.C. Blakemore, she's like, oh my gosh. She goes, I'm a minister. She pulls out her minister card, takes her headphones off, and starts combing her hair to the side like Donald Trump.
She's like, look, we match. We're meant for each other.
She was just in the moment.
Like, I could marry us and everything.
Phenomenal. Amazing woman.
Make sure you go and buy Double Identity on Amazon. Her book is phenomenal. I've read it. My wife's read it.
It's actually it's going on the bestsellers list.
Is it really?
Yes,
Awesome.
her next book is already, they're already putting the pieces together. I think they're going to unveil this thing in France. She's got a full PR team now. I mean, real PR team, not just a couple of kids in an office. I mean, when she sends me an email, they have to approve it to send me the email. It's nuts.
Right.
But no, she's amazing. Her and I are working on some future things. She will be back. We are working on a new date to have her back to promote the second book. Amazing stuff.
Double Identity.
And then Maddie Sill.
Maddie Sill. Give props to Maddie Sill. You see these glasses right here? Mentums? These are my favorite glasses I've ever had in my entire life.
And my skivvies.
And your skivvies.
My
I
best
have-
underwear I've ever had my entire life.
Oh, the skivvies. I have my best days wearing my skivvies.
Seriously.
SKVI. They're men's boxers, Ryan. Just don't concern yourself. You can get some too.
If you haven't watched this, you ain't watching enough of The Good Life.
Skivvies. We just went into an area that.
It's untapped.
Tell
on
me
this radio
more,
station.
fellas. Tell me more.
No, we don't have time for more.
most
Watch the
comfortable boxers
reruns.
ever.
Exactly. Watch the reruns. But Maddie Sill,
He's
where
doing
in the
big things.
world is Maddie Sill? We have no idea. Go on his Instagram.
Follow Maddie
underscore Sill. Wherever he's at, he'll tell you where he's at. Ryan Mason, who's that guy?
Squidward. He's here in the studio right now. We were fortunate enough to have him back.
So you
Where's
came.
my thank you? Yeah, you're welcome.
No, you came about a month ago, right?
Yeah, my first time on about a month ago.
And you're going to be coming back, but absolutely great stuff. The content, we're building the new Wealth and Health, and yeah, obviously he's here. Obviously, we want him back. But
Best financial
amazing
advisor
stuff.
I've ever had. He's done my financial plan and my budget, and it's really helped us stay on track. And talking about these little nuances that we change in our finances really goes a long way. Like you're saying, the tracking,
Yeah.
the actual just reality of seeing what you're spending your money on is huge. And you're like, oh my God, we don't need to be spending $600 a month on eating out. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but we do it anyway.
Right. But at least you know. At least you know.
That's right.
Maggiano's. Speaking of eating out, Maggiano's.
Beautiful.
Hands down, best Italian place in town by far. Go to Maggiano's at Arden Fair Mall. Ask to sit in a Good Life booth. They actually gave us a booth with our plaque and the whole thing. You get free dessert when you go and you sit. And that was on them. That wasn't on us. That we did not approach that concept. Right. They literally came and said, we need to put you in our booth. Boom.
So make sure that you ask for the Good Life Radio booth. Take a picture with it. They'll give you a free dessert. But it's about the experience. And the thing that I love most about them is that when you buy lunch there, they give you an additional entree to go.
Take home.
It's the
For
same
dinner
just
or
one
for
price,
tomorrow. Or, yeah.
$13. You order your meal that you're going to have
and
there.
they give you 2 meals.
And they give you 2.
Done.
Wow,
Real,
that's unbelievable.
real
Yeah.
Italian family.
And it's really the best in
style.
town. Sandra Anderson. Absolutely
over matter.
amazing woman. Unbelievable woman.
Sandra's great.
Helping me get over my fear of cheese.
Ben hates cheese.
Hashtag Ben hates cheese. You'll find it online. I don't like cheese, Ryan. I'm
What's
sorry.
the-
I'm un-American. I understand.
It's like not liking chocolate.
I know people that
No,
don't
I
like
love-
chocolate.
There are a few. There are a few.
They're weird.
Yeah,
See?
exactly.
But Sandra Anderson helps people. She's not just a hypnotist. She's a hypnotherapist. And the difference is she doesn't just say, ooh, here's a clock, snap your fingers, you're going to get over. Or
What she's doing is she goes into your psyche to figure out where this problem happened and help you develop a way to get out of that problem. It's phenomenal. Kind of like a Tony Robbins type approach.
Yeah, absolutely. She inspires, she motivates, and she helps get over your paradigms and changes your worldview to help you accomplish and unleash yourself to your maximum potential. That's what I've experienced, not just with the cheese thing, but just helping me to realize my potential.
And then her and I are
That's
working on a
great.
couple of things, helping her build her brand and move herself forward and continuing to work with Sandra. It's amazing. It's been a pleasure.
Mind Over Matter Hypnosis Center.
Arthur Renowitzki.
AR. Life
This
Goes
guy
On Foundation.
is like a saint.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, he's like a saint. So he
Godsend.
walking out of a nightclub, he gets shot in the back over a wallet, and they said he's never going to walk or talk again. He gets he's able to talk. He gets his ability to, well, from the neck to his waist, and now he's paralyzed from the waist down, but he goes and creates a foundation to help both himself as well as others walk again. He's literally giving his life now to help other people walk again, and the support that he's getting on a commercial level, on a professional level, on television is phenomenal. We're not going to obviously say names for a lot of reasons, but amazing, amazing, amazing stuff that he's doing. Life Goes On Foundation, lgof.org. Amazing. Just look him up. It literally is like
a great
game
story.
changer.
Yeah, it's a
Spinal
great
cord
story.
awareness, but more than that, they go to schools and they inspire the youth, middle school students, elementary school students, and help them to realize their potential and that you can do anything with your life. It's really incredible what they're doing. So make sure that you look them up as well, and you can go to their GoFundMe page as well to help Arthur walk again.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk more about him in the coming weeks, and I'm sure he's going to come back on. He's going to be walking in the studio the next time we see him. So.
Unbelievable. Literally unbelievable. Chris Rakowski.
Story time.
I love this guy. I mean, I just love this guy. This guy's amazing. So the story is, I don't even think I've actually told the whole story. So he's a server at Maggiano's.
Yeah.
And about a year ago, before we got into the radio gig here, about a year ago, I walk in and this guy goes to service and he has like the most incredible voice. And I'm like, have you ever wanted to do radio? And he's like, oh, it's my dream. I've wanted to do this my entire life. And I said, maybe I'll have you do some commercials and stuff for me for my search engine and for my business networking and my different events that I'm doing and things. And he goes, yeah, I would love that. Well, 5 months later, we get the radio gig. And I don't think anything of it. We go to Maggiano's. A couple weeks in, Maggiano's gives us the booth, the whole thing. Chris walks up. I'm like, bingo. We got a guy that would be great at our commercials. So we start talking. Then we think that, okay, I think he would be great just opening up our show, being the show. Well, now we're talking about having him do some of our segments, like the Restaurant Rendezvous segment. We're literally bringing this guy into radio. He's wanted to do this entire life. So last week, we brought him on the show, and his job interview for this position was on the air. And he passed with flying colors. It was amazing.
Steve Gasser, our producer, approved him live on the air and said he's hired.
That's awesome. Great story.
He read a story. If you haven't watched the episode, you gotta watch his live read of a little script that we gave him.
The Adventures of Ben and Quinn.
The Adventures of Ben and Quinn.
Hilarious. Yeah, and you can watch the reruns online and everything, but amazing. And then, of course, last but not least, Steve Gasser, thanking him for being our producer and making all of the magic happen behind the scenes.
I'm humbled.
No, you're the man, okay? It's okay. You can tote that. You're the man. You make this whole station run. You are like the father of all of the radio stations here at Salem Communications. I mean, not just 105.5.
I tell folks it's kind of a God thing. It's oil and glue. How do you be oil and glue at the same time?
Man.
On the one hand, you're the glue that holds things together, but then on the other hand, you're the oil that keeps it running smoothly.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is kind of a God thing when you can be oil and glue at the same time.
That's amazing.
But he's the man behind the
What
scenes
an
that puts
analogy
all
there.
these people together. I know, I'm so keen. Gonna keep that? I'm like the crap stuck on the wall. That's what I am.
You're pretty funny. You're creative, all right?
But absolutely amazing. And the
Amazing
team
people.
that we have behind the scenes, from Lisa to Scott to Barry, all the guys behind the scenes that have helped put this thing together, we thank all of them as well. How much time do we have before we go to a break?
Well, we got about 2 minutes, and I'll tell you something that I noticed with you from some folks. You, John, you're a visionary. You came in with a vision. You had a plan of what it is that you wanted to do, and we're all watching it all come to fruition. And it's each week you come in, you've done a little bit more. I mean, you're a man with a plan.
Well, I've always said one thing. I'm either an idiot or a genius. And
I think a
we're
genius.
one of these days we're going to figure it out.
know
Maybe a little bit of the eye in the genius, you know.
A little bit in there. That's a nice jab, Steve.
What do you call an idiot with no eyes? A dot. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Stay with us on the Good Life Radio Show.
He's laughing.
That was a remix. I love my Andy Mineo, but that started out totally different. Mineo.
Awesome. Well, welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show. I am the Q Man.
Thank you, man. He's got a new nickname for himself every week.
I'm the Q Winner.
Quagmire.
Quagmire.
Quagmire. And I'm Ben Godinez. We're here with Ryan Mason of Strategic Investments, our wealth, health, and fitness guru. Thanks for being here, Ryan.
What's happening?
We are going to be talking about the 10 practices to become a self-made millionaire. So Quinn's going to take this, and Ryan's going to chime in with all of his tips and tricks. But this is your meat and taters of the show here, folks.
This is the good
This
stuff.
is where you get out your pen and your notebook, or you pull over to the side of the road and you start taking notes.
Exactly. All right, you ready? This is what will make you a self-made billionaire. Just do what I tell you. No. Number one, do it for the challenge. Bottom line, do it for the challenge. Never build a business because of the money. Never do anything because of the money, ever. Do it for the challenge. And the challenge comes from your passion. Bottom line. Okay? Find something that you absolutely love and do it. You know, you're going to hit roadblocks. You're going to hit, hurdles, things that you're going to have to either go around or overcome or just, plow right through. That's part of business. That's just the way it goes. But that's what makes it fun and exciting. And that's what makes it so rewarding at the end. Every time you accomplish one of these little problems, like when we had the show, and they give me the contract, I'm like, how in the world are we going to pay for the show? And we just start designing, and then it happens because it's right, because the passion's there, and it was challenging, and that's why it's so rewarding. What's your take?
I think that ties right in, man. I think that people might be asking themselves, well, how do I identify what it is that my passion is? How do I know, to take a risk and take that challenge, that it's the right challenge to take? And it's gratitude, man. It's sitting down, having a conversation with yourself, your loved ones, your friends, your family, the people that you care about, and really asking yourself, what are the 1, 2, 3 things, maybe 3 things that I truly have gratitude about, that mean the most to me? If I strip everything away, what's left that's going to make me happy? And if you focus on that, a lot of the decisions about your health, about what risk to take, about what your passions are, about what financial decisions to make, fall right into place. So have gratitude and work on that as an exercise.
I like it.
Never get comfortable. Ever. It's funny.
2, huh?
Every single time Ben and I sit down, the last thing I say before we get up at the end of our thing is, what's next?
Yep.
What's next? You can never, ever, ever be thinking about today. Ever. You think about today, you're behind.
Right.
You always have to be thinking about tomorrow. We haven't even got Restaurant Rendezvous done, and we're already talking about nightclub nights. I mean, but that's the way it has to be. You always need to be moving in a forward momentum. Either that or you're going to fail. Done.
Right.
Simple as that. Ben, this is the number 3 is really interesting. This literally comes to your post on your Facebook page a couple of days ago. Study and work harder than everybody else. Bottom line. Know what it is that you're doing. You're selling. Know who you are. Know your craft. Know what it is that you're doing. You're the insurance expert. You say it. You sell it. You're the insurance 101 guy. You coined this thing on a global level as the insurance 101 guy. Why? Because he is the best. Why is he the best? Because he knows what everybody else doesn't know.
I in my post, and I'm going to repost. I just redid it in a little kind of a meme type of thing, but I am not the most talented person in the world, and I recognize that.
Nobody
I was
is.
about a C average at any given thing in my entire life.
Yeah, but that's everybody.
But what makes me different is that I realize that, and I never want to be average at anything. So it drives me to studying, to practicing,
and to be
to
the best.
rehearsing, to doing whatever it takes to be the best at whatever I'm passionate about.
Yeah, it's doing it's the behaviors that you're instilling on a daily basis, and you're not letting the short-term issues distract you from this big picture goal. Focus on the behaviors that are required to get you where you want to be. Focus on doing what it takes every day. That's what counts, not what you do one day. It's what you do every day that counts. Right. You're a living example of that.
Well, I try to think about, what is my competition doing right now? Are they working at 10 o'clock at night? Nope. When I'm thinking I want to go home around 5 or 6, I'm like, well, what's my competition doing? They might be working till 6 or 7. So I'm going to work till 8 or 9. And then I get to the 8 or 9 and I'm like, maybe there's 1 or 2 of them out there still. So I'm going to work till 10. I just have that just I want to be.
Remember to balance that work and play life.
Oh,
though.
I do. I trust me. I work hard and I play harder.
Good.
I'm talking about baseball. I play my hardest. People at softball always ask me, or they always clown me, like, dude, why are you diving? It's softball. Like, why are you sliding? I still have a gash on my leg from 2 weeks ago from sliding into second base.
Yeah, I was watching that video where you're talking about the bicycle at 100 miles an hour, and we were making fun of you.
Yeah.
All right. Learning from failures and mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody fails. But it's not how hard you fall, it's how hard you bounce.
You can make the argument, right, that failures are a requirement for success.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, teach my kids that you're going to fall down. It's going to happen. You need to get back up. Here are the strategies, right, to do that, and focus on the big picture. Use your failures as evidence in the future to make successful decisions. If it's finance, don't let the short-term fluctuations of the market distract you from a long-term goal, right? We're in the middle of a really tough financial market right now. Right. I mean, the stock market's very, very volatile. It's easy to let the short-term fluctuations of the market let you make long-term decisions that can distract you from your goal. So really working hard to maintain that is important.
Absolutely.
Number 5 and number 6, I'm going to put into one here. Read every day and keep your mind and body healthy. And this is why we have this gentleman here.
Thank you. And I mean, that goes back to what I mentioned with Ben earlier, right? It's what you do absolutely every day that counts. If it's your health and you're looking to lose that fat, or you're looking to gain the muscle, then it's going to be critical that you focus on what you're eating on a daily basis. It's going to be important that you track what you're doing so that you can be sure that what you're putting in your body is giving you the goals that you're looking to achieve, right? It's what you do every day that counts. If you tell yourself, hey, I want to lose 5 or 10 pounds, and you eat a salad on Saturday and go to the gym on Sunday and eat, McDonald's and Burger King the rest of the week, right, 4 or 5 times a day.
No, see, that's
not going to cut it, right?
I don't do that. No, okay. No. Yesterday for lunch, I had a quarter pounder with cheese, and then for dinner, I had In-N-Out burger.
Oh, diversity. Diversity. At least there's diversification in your food approach. And look, he's tracking it. He's tracking He's
tracking it.
So you're on the road.
All right. Number 7, surround yourself with successful, like-minded people. This is huge.
Yeah.
Your circle of 7 is who you are.
Right.
If you hang around with a bunch of dodos, you're going to be a dodo. If you hang out with a bunch of...
Is that a mythological creature?
If you hang out with people that are just down in the dumps all the time, who do you think you're going to be?
Yeah.
But if you hang around with people who are, high-spirited and influential and just amazing people, then you're going to follow in that same path. It's a circle of 7.
Man, mindful, that really resonates with me, Quinn. I mean, and being mindful about your surroundings, right? Who your friends are, who you're interacting with, who you're allowing to influence you. Yeah. I mean,
it's a good way of putting it.
That's really, really important to the decisions that you make moving forward. Research shows that that's the case, right? I mean, don't take my word for it. People can look that up. But I think that being mindful not only about who your friends and family are, but mindful in general, like getting your head out of the sand, being aware of what's going on, taking the time to do that. Do you have a practice every day that allows you to be uninfluenced and to really be mindful about what it is that's important to you and how you're allowing yourself to be influenced?
So I encourage people to listen to audiobooks or listen to, even listen to the Good Life radio show. It's better than what's on the radio. I'm in the process of making a video, and you'll see it soon. The difference between, personally, I like rap, right? I like hip-hop music, but I like the old school stuff. You listen to the new school stuff and you can't even sing along with it. It's just filling your mind with garbage. It's just
yeah, I know, it's awful.
So don't fill your mind with garbage. Fill it with positive.
He's getting older,
stuff.
Folks. He's getting older.
Yeah, I know. We're all old. It's hilarious when I talk to my little sister. But all right, so next one here. This is super, super important. Give to the less fortunate and take care of loved ones. I think that's something that people just don't do.
Yeah,
they don't. And they need to.
It's so gratifying.
And I don't think that we even need to really get into that one. It just speaks for itself. Number 9 is super important, and there's too many people that don't. And that's to be honest and transparent. I'm like the most honest and transparent guy in the world. I don't like it. I'm going to tell you I don't like it. I had a guy that I was doing an eBay deal with, and I thought the guy was going to rip me off. And I'm sitting in the studio before we go on the air, and Ben's sitting across from me, and I literally tell the guy, I said, you know what? I don't like you. On the phone.
He was on the phone.
I'm like, I don't like
really
you.
like
I think you're gonna steal my money from me. I really don't like you. Did he steal my money from me? Probably not. He may have, but he knew that I was on him. You know, but the bottom line is this, man. Just
He's brash, but he's honest.
say it the way it needs to be said. You know, the people are like, oh, well, you know, they have so much finesse. They're like, oh, well, you know, it was great. We'll see you next time. And then they turn their back and they're like, we're never going to see that guy again.
Yeah. Well,
Just tell them, you know what? I don't think it's going to work out.
Well, there certainly is a difference in personality. You are sandpaper. I'm like silk or whatever. I'm like oil. So you can still say the truth, but you don't have to be sandpaper all the time. You also don't have to be oily all the time. So
So you're the greasy guy.
I'm the greasy
You're like
used
the
car
sleazy-
salesman.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
then what am I? If you're the used car salesman, what am I?
Oh,
Am I
man.
the sales manager?
You're the finance manager that gouges people.
All right, number 10, to succeed, think long-term, not short-term. Now, this goes both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unpack that.
Short-term goals. Make sure you set short-term goals or you're never going to get anywhere.
Right.
But in terms of the grand scheme of things, have a long-term plan.
Yeah, you need to be
Our
purposeful.
long-term plan, literally, what we want for this show, here, we're just going to say it. Nobody really knows. We've never really said it. Our long-term goal for this show is to make it into like a Tonight Show
We're gonna
on
call it-
television.
Should we say what we're going to call it?
Who cares?
We're going to call it the latest show.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
You can't get any later than the latest show.
No,
There's
we're
the
not
late
going to call
show,
it the latest show. No, we're not.
Just kidding.
No. It's going to be called The Quinn Show with that guy, Ben.
Oh yeah,
No, I
that
don't
makes
know.
more sense.
No, but we want to build a Tonight Show. That's what we want to do. And we'll air it on the radio and stuff, you know, and, you know, all the people who don't want to turn on or can't afford a TV can listen to it on the radio.
Listen on
Yeah,
FM radio.
I'm just picking on everybody now, but no, but you have to have that long-term goal, but you have to set short-term goals in order to reach that long-term goal. That's the most important.
Right, and you can't be distracted, right? When you
Yeah.
face challenges in the short term that don't go the way that you want them to go, you don't throw up your hands and walk away. You face them, right? You look for solutions to those problems, and you address them and move on so that you can reach that long-term goal without being sidetracked. And I think that, again, that's a connection, whether it's money, whether it's your personal goals of taking the show down, you know, where you guys want to take the show down the road, whether it's finances. To succeed, think long-term. Don't let the short-term variables impact your long-term goals. Stay on track.
I'm going to add one more on here, and I think it's important.
Ooh, a bonus.
A bonus.
Number 11.
Have grace.
Hey.
There's a story that's going around right now. First, I heard it on K-Love, and then I heard it on The Fish here at Salem. It was a story about this girl who's standing in line at Starbucks. And standing behind her are a couple of women making fun of her weight, her hair, how it's dirty, and the whole thing. And the story was the lady had been up all night long taking care of her sick daughter, or whatever the case was, and heard this. Now, most people would have turned around and either said something or just walked away, and it would have been the end of it. This woman walks up to the register, orders her coffee, and then passes one back.
Yeah.
You know, it's like going through the toll booth and pay for the 5 behind you.
Yeah.
How many of those 5 are going to pay for the 5 behind them?
Right.
You know, pay it forward. That's how she did. That's how she overcame that.
That's awesome.
That's grace. And
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
God's work right
that
there,
is
man, in the
so
flesh.
so important in running and building a company. Because when you sit down and you're doing your ledger and you know that they worked super hard for something, okay? They worked so hard, and their return, their paycheck, or their whatever it is, your gratitude, right, is you're paying them, and then they get their little paycheck, but that's what they earned. That's how much they earned. Pay it forward a little. Is it really going to break the bank that you made that much more money than the other guy, but he put in twice as much work, and you're going to pay him the same? Okay, well,
never got that.
but I can't pay. I can't give the guy more money. No, but you can get him a gift card to Black Angus and send him and his wife out to dinner on Friday night.
Yeah. That means so much more than going out to Black Angus when you're the CEO. You know what I mean? Like saying it to somebody
Having
that's on a
some
salary
grace.
that has a little, that just needs a little bit extra. That speaks volumes.
I mean, it's a value add, man. People need to get along, and we're all connected together in some way.
But
That's
so
good
many
advice.
people are so overworked and underpaid. It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
sad. It's so sad.
Truth.
We're gonna come back to go to a commercial break and come back and do a little insurance.
Okay. Stay with us in the Good Life Radio Show.
Now, back to Ben and Quinn in the Good Life Radio Show, brought to you by Pest Control Center at 916-344-4400.
Welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show. I am your Insurance 101 guy, Ben Cardenas,
And Jon Robert Quinn.
and we're here with the, what I keep calling him, the wealth, health, and fitness guru,
I'll take it.
Squidward. I know, Ryan Mason. Ryan Mason. Find him on opera.com's website for more information on him. But for now, we're going to get into the real juicy, exciting, thrilling topics of insurance.
Woo!
What are we going to learn
Love
today?
it. I don't know. What are we talking about? You're the insurance guy.
Today, I'm talking about scheduling personal property.
That's
What
actually
is
important.
that?
That's important stuff.
All right. By a show of hands, all of our people listening at home and on YouTube and on our websites, raise your hand if, for all the men out there or women, if you have bought or received a ring of some sort of jewelry. Bought it for your wife. All of us are married in here. Mm-hmm. Okay. And how much is that ring valued at? By a show of hands, if it's worth more than $1,000, keep your hands raised.
$200.
It's probably 99.9% of the population that has a ring that's worth more than $1,000.
My wife has a $30 wedding ring. Totally kidding.
Did you get it in the little grabber thing, like the 50-cent machine, like at the bowling alley?
No, I proposed with an onion ring.
All right, so on your renter's or homeowner's insurance policy, there is a limit for jewelry, firearms, bicycles, fine arts, coins, silverware, spoons, musical instruments, computers. There are limits to those categories because most of those items will accrue in value. Okay, a diamond really isn't going to lose its value. It's either going to stay the same or it's going to go up, especially gold and silver and things like that. Even stamps, actually. You can schedule stamps on your policy. So these things, they normally personal property depreciates, right? And then you have replacement cost on your policy so that it'll buy you new stuff. But you're never going to, your furniture is never going to go up in value unless you wait 100 years and maybe it's an antique. The point is here that if you buy your wife, I was just talking with some friends over the weekend, and they're looking at between a $15,000 and $25,000 ring for their engagement ring, right? If you lose that, you're going to get about $1,000 for it on your current homeowners or renters insurance policy. $1,000 in exchange for losing a $15,000 or $25,000, however expensive it is, ring. Okay, that's a scary thought when you could either get robbed or it can get lost. Goes down to the garbage disposal, or you lose the stone. We're talking about a 2-carat stone. That's $25,000 in and of itself. So the purpose of scheduling is that you itemize those items so that they're actually insured for that amount. All right, that's great. But what if, all right, well, A, how much does it cost? And B, what does it actually cover? Well, first of all, by scheduling stuff on every policy that I've ever seen, there's no deductible for scheduling personal property. So if your deductible is $1,000, that is waived and you get the entire amount. And then upon the claims process, they'll either try to find you an equivalent ring, custom make you a ring that's similar, or you can take the money and run. That's typically your options. So no deductible, and it expands the perils that you're insured against, which means the things that can happen for a claim, like mysterious disappearance. That is not covered under a homeowner's insurance policy. Did you know that? So even if your ring is worth, let's say, $1,500, all right, if you don't schedule it and you've got a $1,000 deductible, well, then you've only got $500 left over. But if you lose it, you've got no coverage. So by scheduling it, mysterious disappearance is covered. There's no deductible. And you ask how much. It's typically, this is a very rough number because I'm talking over broad, different companies, but it's about $1 a month per 1,000. Okay, so if you have a $15,000 ring, it's going to be about $15 more a month to schedule that ring for that value. And they're going to ask for an appraisal or a bill of sale or something that shows the proof of what it actually is, and it's covered. And there's also something under scheduling that's called blanket coverage, So let's say you've got I got one ring that's $1,200, and I got another pendant that's worth $2,000. I don't want to schedule 20 different things. You can say, all right, I want a $5,000 blanket coverage
And
limit,
that'll cover everything.
and it's the same type of deal.
All right, we've got 1 minute here. More insurance at bengadinas.com. I have a ticket giveaway here. We got Rappin' Forte coming into town with Circus Runaways. October 9th. We have one concert ticket. All you got to do is send me a text message right now, and that ticket is yours. 916-289-3710. October 9th at the Blue Lamp, Rappin' Forte featuring Circus Runaways. Text me right now.
I'm going to text you right now. I want that ticket.
Done. Opera.com. Thank you for season 1.
Woo!
The Good Life Radio Show. We'll see you guys in season 2 with
Thanks,
some great
guys.
stuff.
Come back with us. Ben and Quinn, Good Life
See you
Radio
next
Show.
season.
We'll see you then.
Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.
And after all the talk, all I gotta say is
Welcome to the good life.